Creatine is the most heavily researched performance-enhancing supplement on the planet, yet somehow it remains the most misunderstood. If you look online, you are trapped between two extremes. On one side, forums warn that it destroys your organs. On the other, supplement companies insist you need to spend $50 on their advanced, scientifically engineered formulas to see any real results. This creates a paranoia checklist for the average user: kidney damage, dehydration, cancer, and the constant pressure to pay for expensive upgrades. We are going to use the peer-reviewed clinical data to cut through this noise. By the end, you will know the exact protocol you need to save both your money and your peace of mind. Let's start with the supplement industry's attempt to reinvent the wheel for a profit.
Acordando destruído, sem energia e com o corpo inchado antes mesmo de bater o ponto? O cansaço crônico não é o seu normal. Chegou o Manual do Guerreiro. Esqueça pílulas e fórmulas mágicas. Aprenda a destravar sua biologia, eliminar a fadiga com comida de verdade e construir um corpo de elite com o protocolo turbo de 15 minutos em casa. O seu corpo foi feito para vencer, não para ficar arrastado. Escaneie o QR Code na tela e use o cupom MS20 para garantir o seu acesso com desconto exclusivo hoje. Bora pra cima!
At current prices, the most immediate risk you face with creatine is simply overpaying for it. Walk into any nutrition store, and you will see shelves packed with alternative forms of creatine: buffered, HCl, ethyl ester, all marketed with claims that they absorb better or cause less bloating. This chart plots these options based on their actual clinical impact against their financial cost. Standard creatine monohydrate sits squarely in the high-impact, low-cost quadrant. It serves as our baseline. If you input a 300% price premium for these advanced forms, the outcome is the exact same muscle saturation as basic monohydrate. The trade-off is straightforward. You are spending significantly more money for zero extra gain. Then there is pre-mixed liquid creatine. The input is paying for mixing convenience, but creatine breaks down into a useless byproduct called creatinine when it sits in liquid. Your trade-off is convenience, while losing the actual performance benefit. Clinical researchers, including a study by Jagim and colleagues, tested these advanced forms against basic monohydrate. They found zero superior strength or muscle saturation gains. These alternative creatine forms are marketing illusions. They exist to extract a premium for a product that was already perfected decades ago. Now let's address the most persistent rumor from the 1990s, that creatine destroys your kidneys. When you supplement, you increase your total creatine pool. Over time, that creatine naturally degrades into a molecule called creatinine. Because you have more creatine in your system, you naturally produce more creatinine. This elevates your serum creatinine levels on a blood test, without actually impairing how well your kidneys filter waste. This table breaks down the safety reality. For patients with pre-existing kidney disease, creatine elevates serum creatinine. Standard blood tests yield false positives, requiring alternative biomarkers like cystatin C. The fear surrounding cancer follows a similar pattern of misinformation. Extensive human studies and national health data show no increased carcinogenicity from creatine supplementation. These safety reassurances only hold true for pure supplements. You still need to avoid contaminated, unverified products from the black market. For healthy individuals, the claims about organ damage are remnants of early misunderstandings. There is no physiological reason to avoid the supplement. So, what physical side effects might you actually feel? Let's start with hydration and cramping during intense exercise. Supplementing monohydrate pulls water into your muscle cells. The trade-off is gaining 1 to 3 pounds of water weight, but that outcome actually improves your body's thermoregulation and reduces the risk of muscle cramps. The second common physical complaint is gastrointestinal distress, bloating, and diarrhea. This diagram shows what happens during a loading phase when you input a massive dose of more than 10 grams at once. A portion remains unabsorbed in the intestine, drawing water into your gut. The outcome is that you reach muscle saturation a few days faster, but you risk significant gastrointestinal distress to get there. The alternative input is splitting your dose into smaller 5-gram servings, or just taking a single 3 to 5-gram daily maintenance dose. The outcome is complete absorption and normal gut transit. The trade-off is simply patience. It takes up to 28 days to fully saturate your muscles. Unlike the organ damage myths, physical side effects like bloating do exist. but they are entirely the result of user error and aggressive dosing, not the supplement itself. Let's consolidate this data into a decision tree. Following the healthy branch, do you hate mixing powders? Even if yes, pre-mixed liquid degrades, so you need powder. Ultimately, every path for a healthy user converges on one clinical recommendation: buy pure creatine monohydrate. If you want to optimize your budget and your performance, buy basic creatine monohydrate, or the micronized version if you want it to dissolve easier. Just take 3 to 5 grams a day, every day. There is one specific exception: pregnant women should hold off. While animal models show positive effects, there is a lack of human clinical trials, so caution is clinically advised. The industry spent millions trying to improve a basic bag of white powder and failed. Buy monohydrate, stay hydrated, and invest in real nutrition.